Imagine living in a place where the streets are so packed, you can't walk 5 steps without brushing shoulders, with 10 people. Welcome to Santa Cruz del Islote, a tiny island with 68,000 people per square kilometer. That's 10x denser than Manhattan, and yet, it has no police, no sewage system, and no cemetery. What's it like to live in this floating crowd of chaos and kindness? Let's find out. Off the coast of Colombia, there's an island so absurd, it makes Times Square look like a meditation retreat. Picture this, 816 people crammed onto a slab of land smaller than a football field. There are no roads, no cops, no cemeteries, and your bedroom? It probably shares a wall with someone else's kitchen. Kids play next to puddles of seawater and plastic. The school bus is a boat. And the local barber? He's probably still asleep. But here's the crazy part, they love it. Because somehow, this place called Santa Cruz del Islote isn't just functioning, it's dancing, fishing, partying, and dreaming, in pure, chaotic harmony. So buckle up. You're about to explore the most crowded island on Earth, and what you'll see might just change how you view paradise. Welcome to a place where privacy is a myth, and walking from your bed to the door might involve stepping over your cousin, a dog, and someone else's laundry. Most homes on Santa Cruz del Islote are concrete boxes, no air conditioning, no proper ventilation, and often no electricity. One average room might house 10 people. Some beds sleep 3. Others? Just the floor. There's no official zoning. People just build wherever there's a gap, and when there's not, they just stack more homes on top. In fact, you often have to walk through one house to reach another. Wardrobes? Non-existent. Clothes hang on walls. Hallways double as kitchens. You can hear babies crying, music blasting, domino games clacking, all at once. It's like the island itself never stops breathing, tight, chaotic, alive. Now, imagine the world's most cramped island, with no sewage system, no garbage trucks, and nowhere to hide the mess. That's Santa Cruz del Islote, where the streets don't just smell like home, they smell like survival. Step outside and you're dodging dog feces, fish guts, used diapers, and mystery puddles that bubble in the sun. When it rains, it gets worse. With no drains, the entire island floods, and everything from rotting meat to cigarette butts starts floating past your ankles. The ocean, once their pride, now serves double duty as a playground and a dumping ground. Look beneath the water's surface and you'll find plastic bags, rusted cans, and, unbelievably, even a full toilet bowl nestled between coral. Kids splash in it. Crabs crawl through it. And still, the fishing continues. Because when that's your only option, you don't think twice. Locals call it life. We'd probably call it a health crisis waiting to happen. And yet, somehow, the resilience here is blinding. No hazmat suits. No complaints. Just barefoot kids chasing soccer balls past piles of trash, like it's just another Tuesday. Here, survival isn't just about food, it's about timing your entire life around electricity and rain. Power on the island comes from a mix of solar panels and diesel generators, when they work. On good days, you get electricity from noon to 5 p.m., and again overnight from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. On bad days, the fridge is dead, the fans are silent, and you're sipping warm soda in 90-degree heat. And then there's water. There are no taps, no pipes, no backup. Rain is everything. Locals use gutters, jugs, and buckets to trap every precious drop, funneling it into a shared underground tank they call the lung of the island. And when it finally pours, the island doesn't just celebrate, they party. Music blares, people dance, like the sky itself just saved them. But when the rain doesn't come for 7 or 8 months, The lung runs dry, and thirst becomes panic. Drinking water is then shipped in by the Navy, and handed out family by family, like oxygen rations. And even with all this, nothing is wasted. Not a drop. Not a volt. Survival here isn't just a routine, it's a ritual. On most islands, no police means danger. But here, no police means peace. Santa Cruz del Islote has no patrols. No sirens. Not even a jail cell. And yet, not a single recorded murder. No robberies. No theft. Justice isn't handed down by a badge, it's passed through generations. Here, elders are the law. When conflict sparks, they don't arrest, they listen. They gather both sides, offer advice, and settle disputes with wisdom, not force. No courtrooms. Just conversations. And in a place where every wall is shared, and every mistake echoes through families, forgiveness becomes survival. This isn't a system of punishment. It's a culture of accountability. In a world chasing security through surveillance, this island quietly thrives through something simpler. Community. If you want to know the heart of Santa Cruz del Islote, talk to its children. They race through alleyways no wider than a doorway, kick soccer balls made of cloth, and dream big, even when the sky is leaking. Ask them what they want to be and you'll hear. A football player. A policeman. A diver. Their imaginations stretch far beyond the 4 streets they're raised on. The island has one school, a small building that's both primary and secondary, staffed by 13 teachers for 225 students. Some of the kids even travel in by boat, since neighboring islands don't have schools at all. But here's the catch. After grade school, there's nowhere else to go. Most families can't afford to send their kids to the mainland, so the dreams often stay just that, dreams. And yet, there's hope in every classroom, every sketchbook, every scraped knee. A teacher holds a crayon drawing and asks, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" The answer, always, is something bigger. Because in the tightest spaces, the biggest dreams are born. For all its chaos, Santa Cruz del Islote doesn't just endure, it celebrates. Here, every evening is a festival, every gathering feels like a block party with no RSVP. When the sun sets, and the lights flicker on, if there's electricity, the streets come alive. Children spill out of cramped homes, dominoes clack on wooden tables, Latin music blasts from radios, and laughter echoes from corner to corner. There's even a pub, a dimly lit hideout where adults sip rum, dance under moonlight, and forget how small their world really is. But the biggest celebration? That's May 3rd, when the entire island turns into one giant parade. It all begins at a cross in the center square, La Patrona, their monument of protection, pride, and peace. There's no police, no permits. Just unity. And once the drums start, it's all rhythm, color, and soul. Even the church, battered and weathered, stays sacred, especially on July 14th, when a visiting priest baptizes all the children born that year. Because no matter how hard things get, this island knows how to dance through the struggle. They don't just survive, they celebrate survival. For all its beauty, all its heart, Santa Cruz del Islote is running out of space and time. With each generation, the population grows, but the island doesn't. Buildings are stacked on top of one another, illegally constructed, often without foundations. There's no space for new homes. So people expand vertically, one cracked wall at a time. Many families live in homes built on unstable coral fill, vulnerable to storms, floods, and collapse. The island has no sewage, no landfill, and no cemetery. When someone dies, they are paraded through the streets, and then sent by boat to a nearby island to be buried. When it rains, the sea rises. And with no proper drainage, the ocean enters bedrooms. The garbage piles grow, the fishing yields shrink, and the rain, their only water source, becomes more unpredictable. There is no family planning. No economic safety net. Just faith, luck, and community. And yet, they stay. Because this isn't just an island. It's home. A place where hardship is normal, and leaving feels like betrayal. But make no mistake. Santa Cruz del Islote is fragile. And every day, it edges closer to a breaking point. Santa Cruz del Islote isn't just a crowded island. It's a paradox, where poverty and joy dance together, where isolation breeds connection, and where chaos somehow creates calm. There are no secrets here. Everyone sees everyone. Every day. And yet, in this microcosm of survival, they've found something most cities lost a long time ago. Unity without control. Resilience without resources. And peace, without police. But the question isn't how they live like this. The real question is, how long can they?
Like, comment, and subscribe.